This is the XFL Tabletop Edition. Thanks for coming to visit Sports Simulation. I've even forgotten the name that I'm trying to build. Sports Simulation Spectator? Sports Simulator Spectator? I forgot. That sounds really good. It's okay. You're not here for that. You're here to watch this. This is Fast Drive Football and Week 4 of my 2020 XFL Replay. If COVID wasn't a jerk, what would have happened with these leagues? Today we've got a double header between, well, including the worst team in the league and so far the best team in the league. We got the 1 and 2 LA Wildcats against the New York Guardians, who are 0 and 3. And we've got the Seattle Dragons 2 and 1 against the undefeated St. Louis BattleHawks. Taking a real quick look at the standings. Here's where we stand currently. The St. Louis BattleHawks have put up 83 points so far this year. That's a lot of points. On the other hand, the Tampa Bay Vipers have only put up 29. Not great. There are certain tiebreakers that the XFL put into play in 2020 regarding net total touchdowns. I've not been tracking it that way. Currently, I'm just doing net total points. And then I guess the only other thing to mention for anybody that's tracking along, the XFL does not do extra point kicks. So I tend to go for 2 in most cases, unless the score overall would warrant doing something a little bit different. So that's kind of where we stand. We're going to roll off with this. The LA Wildcats and the New York Guardians are going to kick off. But as I've been forgetting here in the past, let's do a weather roll because I keep forgetting. And we are on the last day of February. We're playing here in New York, so we're treating that as Northeast United States. Black and white roll comes out as a 23. We got nothing. No special weather today in New York. So, if the red die comes out, it's the LA Wildcats. Then if the blue die comes out, the New York Guardians get the ball. It is going to be the New York Guardians starting with the ball. Whoop, picked up the wrong dice. Here we go. There we go. It is a 1, 3, 4. And I've tried to get in the habit here. Typically, I put the timing die in first and then I run the play, but I should really go the other way around it. Thematically, the play happens and then the time comes off the clock. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I don't want the time to come off and then me feel like the play doesn't get to happen. Yeah, so that's what we're going with. This is the New York starts with the ball. It is a 1, 3, 4 on the chart. Is it a poor fit? Oh, wait, I've already messed up. We're going to take these two here. It's a kick off. On the kick return, it's normal field position or average field position. Now we get to roll everything. It is a 3, 3, 6. Is it a staunch defense? LA is not staunch. Is it a stiff defense? It is not. Oh man, we've got the offense to start. The New York Guardians put up a touchdown pass to start the day. And our 2-point conversion, he's going for 2. A 4 is a fail. It's a 1. 1's a fail. No good. 2 points are no good. New York puts themselves up 6-0 after taking 4 ticks off the clock. 6-0. And I've got my highlighter, my trusty highlighter, so I can highlight those touchdowns. LA drops back to return. Their kick game is horrendous. It's a 66 on the kick return. Are they electric? No, but they get great field position as a result of it. There we go. It's a 6. We're seeing time come off in droves. It is a 4, 5, 6. Prior to 1987, no. 4, 5, 6. Is it a dull offense? LA, are you dull? No. 4, 5, 6 is a touchdown run. 2-point conversion. It's a 3. No good. And we have ourselves a tie. 6-6 with 4 more ticks coming off that clock. New York Guardians back for the return. It's a 35. Average field position. My die got stuck. It is too big for my dice tower. It's a 2-4-4. Is it poor field position? It is not. Is it an inept defense? It is not. 2-4-4 is a field goal attempt. New York's got a pretty good field goal team. That's a 35 and it's good. New York puts themselves up 9-6 with 2 ticks coming off the clock. 22. LA Wildcats on the return. 22 average field position for LA. It is a 2-3-4. Is it a dull offense? No, LA is not dull. Is it a staunch defense? Sometimes it is. If it's blue, it's staunch. It is not a staunch defense. Guess who? It is a touchdown pass. Whoa. We are seeing... I missed my yellow up here. And he's going to go for 2. Going for 2. It's a 5 or a 6. And they don't get it. 2-point conversion fails. And that is 3 ticks off the clock. So technically, that occurred at the beginning in the second quarter. So it is 9 for LA in the first quarter. No, 9. I put them in the wrong order. I wrote it in the wrong order. New York's the home team. Got to fix that. I realized just now that I never switched to my tabletop. Wow, I'm really good at this stuff. That's okay. You still love me. And then LA puts up 6. It is now 12-9 here in the second quarter. So that's what happened. LA put 6 on the board. New York put 9 on the board. There we go. New York drops back for the kick return. It's a 65. Average field position. I've been rolling this whole time and you weren't even getting to watch it? What is wrong with me? That is a 4-4-6. Is it poor field position? No. The quarterback moves out of the pocket, fires to the back of the end zone. And New York has themselves a touchdown pass. Wow. They're going to go for 2 again. Like I said, that's typically what we're going for. And they get the conversion. Touchdown is good. That's 8 points. That puts New York up 17-12. We've got 4 touchdowns in the first 1, 2, like 18 minutes of this game. On the kick return, it is a 35. That's just an average return for LA. They roll a 5. You know what? I'm going to keep doing the thing that made sense for me. We're doing 3 ticks. We're just going to take it all off. It is a 1-5-5. Is it a secure offense? Who's secure? Who's got the ball? LA, they are not secure. Is it a clumsy offense? Sometimes, if it's blue, they're clumsy. They are clumsy. Big hit and a strip from the defensive back. It's a fumble. And New York goes to get the ball. I'm assuming they're going to recover. We'll find out, I guess. That's a 1. Ball is fumbled short of the goal line. Poor field position for the opponent. So New York gets the turnover. But they can't do much with it. They're inside the other team's 20. We got that 4-4-6 again. We've seen that, John, before. And we've seen that 4-4-6 before. However, it's poor field position. Offense finds a way to get into the field goal range, and that is a field goal attempt. New York drops back for the kick. And it's a 25. It's good. With that good field goal attempt, New York puts another 3 on the board. Up 20-12. And that was 2 ticks. inside of 5 minutes. LA's looking to see if they can do something. The 21. 21 is average field position for LA. It's a 1. They only get to take 1 tick off. It's a 1, 2, 4. It's not prior to 2014. It is not great field position. It is a punt. Our first punt of the day. And New York drops back to field. It is a 55. Average field position. And it is a 3. That's 2 ticks off the clock. It is a 1, 3, 4. Is it poor field position? No. Is it inept defense? No. That is another field goal attempt. It's a 15, and New York hits another. New York is up 23-12. On the kick return, LA gets the ball at the 25. It's average. Can they do something real fast? LA cannot. And it takes us to the end of the half, where my brain's not working. It is 6 for LA. 14 for the Guardians. And New York, who is 0-3, finds themselves up 23-12. LA is going to get the ball to start the second half. That's a 34. 34 is average. We know all about it. It's a 3-4-6. 3-4-6. Is it great field position? No. Is it an erratic offense? No. A disciplined defense? No. It is a field goal attempt. Oh, we didn't mark off these clocks here for LA. They're taking 4 off the clock already. And this field goal attempt, which is probably a bad idea, it's a 36 and it's no good. LA can't hit the broadside of a barn with their field goal team. New York recovers the ball. Oh, on the missed field goal, it's average field position for New York. And it's a 4, so we're taking 2 ticks. And it's a 4-4-5. Is it an erratic offense? Sometimes, if it's blue, they are erratic. They are not erratic. Is it a disciplined defense? It is. Defense bends, but it doesn't break, and that's a punt. CO. LA drops back, and it's a 13. Oh, no, he should have let that one bounce into the end zone, and it's a fumble. We roll one. It is a 3. The offense fumbles after moving into scoring position. The opponent will have average field position. Average field position for New York. Ooh. No, I used the wrong. Oh, this is the kickoff. For fumble, oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever done this. Let's get this right. For a fumble, roll a 1d6. If it's a 1-3, the punting team recovers in great field position. Otherwise, the receiving team recovers. So they actually recover in great field position. LA, no, hold on. It was the punting team kicked, which means LA fumbled on the return, which means it's New York takes over in great field position. All right. I don't think I've done that before. So I think that's right. That's what we're going with. New York's got great field position. That's a 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that is a 2-4-5. Is it a dynamic offense? New York, are you dynamic? No. Is it a soft defense? Sometimes. If it's blue, they're soft. They are not soft. Are they a porous offense? No. 2-4-5 is a punt CO. Back-to-back punts. LA drops back for the return, and it's a 31 on the punt CO. That is poor field position for the Wildcats. Only down 11. The Wildcats still have some time. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. This is a 2-5-6. Great field position? No. Home team? No. Disciplined offense? No. That is a punt. That's a 26 on the punt. Poor field position for New York. If I can hold my dice. Right. There we go. That's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4-5-6. Is it a dull offense? Are we dull this time, New York? Are you dull? If it's blue, they're dull. It is. They are not dull. It is a touchdown run for New York. New York continues to pile on. They're going to go for 2. And it is no good. It's another 6 points. It is 29-12. That's our first touchdown here in the fourth quarter since we had 4 of them in the first 5 possessions. Let's see. We had nobody score in the third quarter. And we are off. LA with a 56 on the return. That's average field position. And that is a 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That is a 3-5-6. Is it a disciplined offense? Who's got the ball? LA does. They are not. Are they a reliable offense? No. Is it a meek defense? No. 3-5-6. LA can't get it together and they throw a pick. And I lost my pencil somewhere. So LA has thrown a pick. And now we got to roll for what happens with that pick. It's a 1. The interception's made the end zone with no return. It is poor field position for New York. But they'll still take the pick. That prevents the other team from scoring. It is a 4 on the clock. 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2. New York has a 4-4-5. Is it an erratic offense? Sometimes they are. If they're blue, they're erratic. They are not erratic. Is it a disciplined defense? Yes. The defense doesn't bends but doesn't break. That's another punt CO. So the LA defense has shown up in some instances and others not at all. I didn't roll both. This was a 2. So it's a 32. Either way, it's poor field position. Doesn't matter which it came out with. LA's got 5 minutes left with the ball. And LA spends 3 of them. 1-1-5. There is a rule for... We're not really... We're well outside of scoring. Probably if they score, they're gonna go for an onside kick, I think. It's not gonna really change the score. I mean, it's the XFL. They could technically get there. They are down by 17. If they were to put 2 9-point scores up, they'd score. It is a 1-1-5. Is it poor field position? Yes. It's a quick 3 and out for the offense, but a punt BU, and only 1 tick comes off the clock. This is why they want you to do the dots later. Only it's a punt BU. And that special rule where it's 4th and goal, I guess they're going to try to go for it. They're going to go for it. If this, we're going to go on the 4th down, go for it chart. I don't remember where that one is. 4th down, go for it. Here we go. Rolling a 1d6. It's a 5. Is it the home offense? No. Crowd energy propels the defense to a big stop. Turnover on downs. New York gets the ball in average field position. And that's 2 ticks. And it's a 3-4-6. There is also... Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's a 3-4-6. Is it great field position? No. Is it an erratic offense? New York is sometimes erratic. It's blue, they are erratic. Offense can't convert on a critical down play. It's a punt. LA gets the ball. And it's a 64 on the punt return. That is great field position. But LA barely has any time left on the clock. And that is going to be the end of the game. Yeah, because they cannot go for a win. And that is the end of the game. The New York Guardians add 6. LA puts nothing else on the board. That second half was pretty anticlimactic. And finishes 29-12. Let's knock out our other Week 4 game between the Seattle Dragons who in the real XFL went 1-4, and the St. Louis BattleHawks were 3-2. If I remember right, these might be our 2 highest scoring offenses. BattleHawks with 83. Dragons 65. No, so it's not quite. The DC Defenders have put up a ton of points too, but this is where we stand. We're doing a roll check roll. This is a I don't really think of St. Louis as being a Great Lakes section. So we're going to say it's Central USA. That's what we're going with. This is a February 29 roll. We're looking for 1s and 2s. Nothing. No special weather. If it's blue, it's Seattle. If it's red, it's the BattleHawks. It's the BattleHawks. Start with the ball. And we have to actually write these out. STL. On the kickoff, it is a 56. Average field position for St. Louis. Man. Woo, boy. Triple ones. We got, no, I'm sorry, it's a 2. I don't know, my eyeballs didn't work. That's 2 ticks off the clock. 1-1-2. Is it a punishing defense? No. Is it a soft defense? Seattle is soft. Offense benefits from the extra yards and will attempt to pin the opponent deep. Punt CO. Here's our punt. It is a 32. Poor field position for Seattle. It's a 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It is a 1, 3, 5. The rusher breaks through the line, but a clean hit knocks the ball loose, and Seattle fumbles. On the fumble, we roll one. It's a 1. Ball is fumbled yards short of the goal line, and it's poor field position for St. Louis. That's another 5. We got 3 more ticks taken off. And it's a 2-4-5. Is it a dynamic offense? Who's got the ball? St. Louis is sometimes dynamic. If it's blue, they're dynamic. They are not dynamic. Is it a soft defense? It is. Offense moves up into great field position. And a re-roll. But we're only taking 1 tick off the clock right now for that previous set of plays. Re-roll everything. It's a 4. We're going to take those 2 ticks back off again. And it is a 2-4-6. 2-4-6. Is it a dull offense? St. Louis is not dull. Runner turns the corner and has nothing but daylight. It is a touchdown run. And St. Louis continues their scoring ways. They're going for 2. The 2-point conversion is good. St. Louis gets on the board first, 8-0 over the Seattle Dragons. Seattle drops 2 men deep for the return, and it's a 12. The return team electric? No. Great field position, however. It is a 1. 1 tick off the clock, a 1-3-6. Is it a prolific offense? No. Is it a stiff defense? St. Louis is sometimes stiff. If it's blue, they're stiff. They are not stiff. It is a punt. So we see a 15 on the punt return. Roll a 1d6 on a roll of 1 or 2. The punt is blocked. It is a 5. It's an average field position. And St. Louis gets a chance to put some more points on the board. It is a 1 coming off the clock and a 1-1-3. Is it poor field position? No. Is it an inept defense? No. 1-1-3 is a field goal attempt. And St. Louis drops back. They've got a really good kicking team. That's a 36 and it's good. St. Louis is up 11-0 on the Dragons. Seattle knows they got to put something together here. It is a 25 on the kickoff return. A 25 gets some average field position for Seattle. That's a 3. 1-2. This is going to take us here to the end of the first quarter. It's a 3-3-5. Is it great field position? No. The drive stalls just short of field goal range and is a punt CO. Seattle cannot get anything going. That is a 53 on the punt CO. Average field position for St. Louis. Technically, I guess that kick return would be in the previous quarter. I guess. Seattle nothing. St. Louis 11. It's 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Is it mild or undisciplined? Defense. Neither. The defense comes through with a big stop when it was needed with a punt CO. We're seeing a lot of these today. And Seattle drops back with a 62. Average return. That's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 6. Are they a reliable offense? Which team are we talking about? Seattle. They are not reliable. Is it a meek defense? No. 1-2-6. Is it a shaky offense for Seattle? No. Is it an aggressive defense for the St. Louis? No. 1-2-6 is a punt. St. Louis goes back. It's a 32. 32 is poor field position. Can't get anything. He was swarmed by 3 defenders on that return. Where was the blocking? That's a 4-1-2. 1-2. We are a 3-3-4. Is it a solid offense? St. Louis, are you solid? No. Mild or undisciplined defense? No. That is another punt. Seattle drops back. Is a 26. Poor field position for Seattle. This game seems to be one of field position. This is 2 ticks off the clock. It's a 3-3-5. Great field position, no. Drive stalls, just short of field goal range, and that's another punt CO. Seattle back to receive. It's a 46. Average field position, so they're able to do something here. It is a 3. That's 2 ticks. This is going to take us to the end of the quarter. It's a 2-3-3. Is it a solid offense? St. Louis, are you solid? No. Are you playing against a mild defense? No. And it is an interception as time runs out. 2-3-3? 2-3-3 is an interception as time runs out. Seattle with the pick, and what happens with this ball? Seattle's defense gets a 6. It's a roll for a 1d6. If it's a 4, 5, or 6, it's a touchdown. It's a 3. Seattle gets it in great field position, but it's the end of the half. So we came in here expecting some points, some fireworks, if you will. And we've seen next to nothing. There was a touchdown pass or a touchdown run early, but at the half, St. Louis is winning 11-0 over the Dragons. Seattle does get the ball to start the second half. It's a 35. Oh, my brain. 35 on the return or on the kickoff is average. And that's a 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's a 2-5-6. Is it great field position? No. Is they home? Seattle is not home. Is it a disciplined offense? Sometimes. If it's blue, they are disciplined. They are disciplined. A mistake-free drive leads to a scoring opportunity. Can Seattle get themselves on the board? With a snake eyes and an 11, it's good. And Seattle ends the shutout 11-3. Only down 8. St. Louis on the return, that's a 16. The returner makes a poor decision to return the ball from his end zone and finds himself in poor field position. That is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a 1-3-6. Is it a prolific offense? Is St. Louis prolific? No. Stiff defense? No. 1-3-6 is a punt. All that time off the clock, and St. Louis is giving it right back to Seattle. Seattle's got a 21 on the punt return. Poor field position, but they still have the ball. That's a 1, and only 1 tick comes off. 1-1-1. The offense makes a disappointingly quick work of the drive, going 3 and out with a punt. St. Louis on the return, it's a 32. Poor field position for St. Louis. That's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a 1-6-6. Is it a dull offense? St. Louis is not dull. The receiver leaps, beating defender to the ball, and that's a touchdown. But in fact, we're going to be switching it, and it's going to be a touchdown run because of the St. Louis marker. Touchdown run. They're going for 2. And it is a 6, and its 2-point is good. That makes it 19-3, St. Louis. Seattle steps back for their return. It's a 51 on the kickoff. Average field position for Seattle. That's a 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This drive is going to find them in the fourth quarter. With the score 19-3. It is a 1-2-5. Are you a solid offense, Seattle? No. Are you a punishing defense, St. Louis? No, it is a punt. On the 1-2-5. And it is a 23 on the punt return. 23 is poor field position again. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It is a 2-2-6. Is it a secure offense? St. Louis is sometimes secure. If it's blue, they're secure. They are secure. Ball carrier takes a hard hit, but holds on to the ball, and they have to punt. Seattle hits them hard. They're getting themselves an opportunity to get the ball back with some time to go. About 10 minutes left on the clock. At the 23 on the punt. Poor field position again. That's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a 5, 6, 6. Is it a shaky offense? No. Is it a staunch defense? Sometimes it is. If it's blue, they're staunch. They are staunch. The defense won't allow the quarterback and receivers to get into a rhythm. That is a punt for Seattle. And St. Louis is loving it. They drop back for the return. It's a 36 on the punt. That is average field position. Can St. Louis put the nail in the coffin? This is a 1 tick off the clock. It's a 1-1-6. Are they a prolific offense? No. Are they inept defense? No. 1-1-6 is a punt. CO. Seattle gets the ball on this return, and that is a 26. Poor field position for Seattle. That's a 4. That's 2 ticks, and it's a 2-4-6. Oh, we know that one well. Is it a dull offense? Is Seattle dull? If it's blue, then yes. They are not dull. Runner turns the corner and has nothing but daylight. It is a touchdown run for Seattle. All right, so if they go for 1, that puts them down 9. If they go for 2, it puts them down 8. And if they go for 3 and get it, that would put them down 7. They still are going to have to score twice. They're going for 2. Yes, they're going for 2. It's got to be a 5 or a 6. And it is no good. Touchdown run. That's for Seattle. That makes it 19-9. I didn't mark that. But 19-9, they're down 10. The kickoff, they're going to go for onsides, I guess. It's not really going to matter. It's not tied or a 1-score game. They're going to go for the onside kick, I guess. Not really going to matter, but Seattle onside kick. It's a 6. Pro season 28 or later. If it's an odd roll, it works. It's even. Great field position for St. Louis on the onside kick failure. And they are going to spend the kneel down because there's only 1 tick left. And that is all she wrote. St. Louis wins 19-9. In the third quarter, we had 8 points put on the board by St. Louis. Seattle put 6 points on the board. Oh, Seattle also put 3 and 6 points there. Nothing for St. Louis, but that's all they needed. It was 19-9 to finish the game. So if we take a quick look at our standings without them being updated, St. Louis goes to an amazing 4-0. They were 3-2 in real life. The Seattle Dragons, they're the Sea Dragons now. The Seattle Dragons fall to 2-2, a little closer to their real life 1-4. The LA Wildcats lose 29-12. LA in real life was 2-3, and they now find themselves 1-3, so they're matching up. And our opponent was the New York Guardians. They were real life 3-2, and they finally have a victory. So they're now 1-3. Not quite real life, but that's okay. That's why we play the game. Keep an eye out for the Sunday matchups from week 4. You're going to have 2 more matchups that are going to end up being, I don't remember who it is. I believe it's Houston and Dallas. Yes, it's Houston at the Dallas Renegades, and it is the DC Defenders at the Tampa Bay Vipers. Thanks. Click like, subscribe, all those things if you enjoyed watching these games, even as I muck my way through them. This has been whatever the heck I named this channel. Thanks for sticking around. Feel free to comment, subscribe, all those fun things. I'm enjoying doing this. Stick around, watch some History Maker Golf. We're going to have some red, white, and blue racing coming. Those are the things I'm hinting on right now, and should be a good time. Thanks, everyone. See ya.